build the toolbox. And then there was interest about ebooks. And I thought, you know what? Because this can be something that can grow quite well and expand upon, let's make this into a separate app. So that's where the idea of Book Magic came from. Yeah, the screen looks good, Justine. So if you can go ahead, Jay, and log in. So if you look in the top left, there's a little tiny arrow on the top left of the screen, and that's where you enter in your password. Thank you, Justine. So the important thing to remember about using Book Magic is that we want to create something that's going to be useful for what you want to utilize it for. So you want to give as much information as possible, because the AI in the back end can only do what you give it, basically. So the first step is, of course, to create what kind of book, what kind of tone do we want for this book to be? And so I've chosen these topics. I think they fit most situations. If you guys think that there might be something else that's necessary, then let me know and I'll add that tone. I love to use inspirational and instructional personally. So Justine, I'll get you to decide on a kind of book that you like and then go ahead and create.
I will say something. I have been creating mindfulness for children books, and I created one recently called Mindfulness for Children with Ellie the Elephant. And oh my God, it was incredible. And I used the same thing 3 or 4 times, and it brought up beautiful ideas. And it made one for parents to read children. It made one for children to turn into a picture book based on what kind of code I put in. And so the for children section, if you are into that, is awesome. And then I think, what haven't I done? I did the other one. I did recently one for just funny things I've been throwing out, ebooks to see what it would come up with. And anything to do with hypnotherapy, writing scripts is incredible. Like, I couldn't even come up with the stuff that the information and the tips is giving me. It's mind-blowing. We could write why don't we just write an instructional one? Why don't we stick with mindfulness right now? Just because I did that adult one. So I could put mindfulness maybe for teens. For, what should we call them? For mindfulness for hyperactive teens, ADHD teens. No, for creative. Should put mindfulness for creative teens. Tips and tricks to make it fun. Just what do you reckon? I haven't done this before.
That sounds good.
I don't know what it's going to actually do.
Yeah, let's put it down to 3 chapters because because it takes time to
3
create.
won't be enough to show.
Okay,
we'll just stick it at 5. Okay, and so we just click and see what happens. Crafting creative.
So the first step is it creates the title, then it takes that title and creates the chapters for you. Once it's created the chapters, it will go through and create content for each chapter, and make a conclusion at each chapter, getting it ready for the next one. Once it's done, for all the ADHD people out there, it'll give you a nice set of balloons. You'll see that in a moment. And
yeah, so you get balloons. You can wait,
yeah.
and the balloons pop up, and you're like, hey, dopamine. So it's come up with, as you can see, mindful mastery, crafting creativity with joy and focus for teens, mastering mindfulness, foundations for a creative life, harnessing joy, the power of positivity and creativity, focusing with intention, strategies for sustained attention, need that, overcoming obstacles, navigating setbacks and embracing growth, and cultivating a growth mindset. And yeah, I can't believe what it comes up with. And it's, you know what, go through and you put your own spin on it always. And what I do with these ebooks is I actually chuck them, download them and chuck them onto Canva, because I've got Canva ebooks that are ready that you can actually just put your own content in, and it's very easy to create a really nice looking ebook if you use a foundation that's already made. So yeah,
So let's see, scroll down, Justine, and see if we're done yet.
Surround yourself with positivity. Chapter 3.
So wait a second. Go up a bit, Justine. Now, if you see on chapter 2, that conclusion at the bottom, so it does conclude each chapter for the people. So they do have a sort of a summary of what each chapter is. Okay, let's continue down, Justine.
I was going to say, Justin, for me, the conclusion, I usually put it as a little kind of a bigger words and a pretty picture when I'm making an ebook for people. So it looks quite, not just a lot of words. Yeah, welcome to the 4th chapter of a creative journey. We will dive into overcoming obstacles.
Pretty amazing, isn't it?
Yep. Remember to change Z's to S's for New Zealand and Australia. And then, what are we at?
There's chapter 5. And there's the balloons. Okay, let's go right down to the bottom. So we've now completed it. At the moment, we currently download the book content as a text file. And as you can see, the PDF file is coming. A PDF's a bit more difficult to create because I want it to be basically complete so that you can take that PDF and use it as your marketing tool without any other work needing to be done. But I'm going to need another week on that.
So that's formatting it into wording.
Yes.
So the text file comes up as text, and like I said, I just copy and paste the chapters into sections. So over here, you can choose how many chapters. I generally have been doing 8. Make sure to download your book because it doesn't save the books. So take it to the bottom and download the book onto your computer. That's really important. Or you can do it on your phone. I do it on my phone as well. I sit there making things on my phone and downloading it, and then I read it on my phone just for fun because it is kind of fun.
There's a few points I want to mention is that what you can expect coming up is that we're going to make it editable so that once it's completed, you can edit it within the program and then export it as a PDF. So basically it's an all-in-one tool. So your product or your book will be completed by the time you click on the export as PDF button.
Just making mindfulness with children with Teddy the teddy bear. Oh, Teddy the mindful teddy bear. Waking up with a Teddy. Starting our mindfulness journey. Mindful breathing with Teddy. Teddy's mindful walk. I love that one. Paying attention to nature. Kindness and curiosity with Teddy. And Teddy's time for gratitude. Anyway, it's going to just do its thing. And you can see this cute little running tool up the top telling us that it's working. Let's take a few deep breaths with Teddy. Tristan added, the only reason why Tristan added for children was because his wife works with children and saw the app and said, well, can you make things for children? And he's like, I sure can. And then they came up with not so much what we're doing, but Tristan books for kids that she can use in her classes. And that's why the children actually got added. And then I was like, this is a little bit fun.
Yeah. So Justine, so that's basically Book Magic. Do you